Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video for quite some time now, but it's a little bit hard for me to say, and in a way it's a little bit embarrassing, but I think that it will help a lot of you guys grow and maybe even be better in your social work careers because of it. I hope you can learn something from me and my experience. So over the past 16 weeks, I have done a lot to grow in my ability to be a good social worker. And I have discovered that I really am interested in being a therapist for people to help them heal from their trauma. And to be blunt, I didn't really learn any of that from my practicum. My practicum was a good experience because I did develop a relationship with my field instructor, who is a supervisor in a different county, and that's just a good relationship to have. I also grew because it was helpful to go over the competencies and learn a little bit about how I can improve in those ways. But there's just something that happened over the 16 weeks that I've been in this class that's a little bit unexplainable, and somehow the universe put fate into play because I am getting my MSW so that I can help other people. That's really what I want to do with my life. So because of losing the baby, because I lost my son, I started seeing a therapist of my own, and I was able to discover a lot of buried trauma, and I left a abusive relationship with my husband on top of losing the baby. So I've had a lot going on the past 16 weeks, but I was confident enough to walk away from a relationship that was very, very toxic for my 1-year-old daughter. And in therapy, I have discovered that to be a good therapist to somebody else, you do have to have boundaries, but you also have to be somebody in their life. Like you're not just telling them coping skills. You're not just telling them, well, do this to feel better. You're becoming somebody that they can trust. You're becoming, in a way, you're becoming their friend, and you're helping them to realize that they can heal, but they have to be willing to put the work in. So people come to therapy searching for answers, and they come searching for healing. They're wanting that already, otherwise they wouldn't be there. But they have to put the work in, and they have to be ready for therapy. They have to be serious that they want to heal. And I feel like if somebody's in that state, I will now be able to heal them or help to heal them because it's happened to me on a personal level. When before, the reason that I wanted to be in social work was because I knew what it was like to struggle with mental illness. I knew what it was like to live through trauma. I knew what it was like to want to use unhealthy coping skills all the time. And I knew, the past 7 years when I was getting my undergrad, I knew that this was what I wanted to do with my life because I have a special place in my heart for people that are mentally ill and affected by trauma, because I know firsthand what it's like. And so working with this therapist who, she's actually a licensed counselor. She's actually provisionally licensed, but she's old as shit, and she really knows, she really is wise. And I have tried other therapists in the past that were kind of fresh out of school or for some reason they just didn't click, or they weren't personally invested. So I never really got the healing that I needed until now, until I've worked with this therapist, and she has just taught me so much about life and about being a good therapist, about being confident in my abilities to help other people heal. And I know now that I need to learn more about the science that goes into mental illness. I really need to, outside of school, start teaching myself and researching educational resources to learn about the different mental illnesses that are out there. I need to start learning about how to teach people their core values and beliefs and how to help them have an identity. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is that before, I would have been able to help people who have, mild depression or even depression and anxiety, because mostly meds help with that. And then you just teach them very basic skills about, like, these are good coping skills. These are, things that you can do in your life to help with depression and anxiety. But I really, truly didn't know how to help people that had more going on than that. Like somebody that has a dissociative or like a depersonalization disorder. I didn't know how to help people that were schizophrenic. I didn't know how to help people that didn't have an identity or had severe attachment issues, and now I do, because I've been helped through that. So I just so clearly see how I can help other people now. And I know everybody's different, but I'm really confident that I'll be able to do that now. So in the past 16 weeks, I have learned about what I really want to do with my life. I want to be a therapist. I have learned that I can be confident in my skills, and I know that I can do that by continuing to educate myself even outside of school. I've learned to be a more confident person. I've learned to be I've learned that I can trust people and I can trust my clients and they can trust me. So I've just learned so much over the past 16 weeks, and I really hope that you guys have too by the practicum experience. And I hope that after you guys graduate from this program that you have wonderful careers, and I hope that telling my story has helped. Bye.